So building your village is, it takes a village. We've all heard that phrase, right? But building your village really is, for me, we're a provider facing network,
Mhm,
and we're building the provider village
mhm.
so that the providers can support the clients and patients,
Yeah,
right? So I'm really passionate about connecting the entire country. We know that this is the most dangerous country to give birth in the industrialized world. And how do we change that? Because infertility isn't just for people who are trying for their first time child. There's also secondary infertility. So
absolutely.
you can't talk about pregnancy without talking about fertility. You can't talk about pregnancy without talking about postpartum. Like all of these things are connected in a cycle.
It just breaks my heart to see so often a person say, if I only knew that my symptoms at ages, 20 to 30 were this endometriosis that is now inhibiting my ability to conceive, that could have been remedied early on before it became such a case of infertility. And I personally believe infertility, while we now have it as 1 in 5, 20% of the population, that trend can be reversed.
So part of being a massage therapist, massage therapist is not a really very well respected profession. It's just not. I hoped when I went to school in the 90s that it would be at this point, but it's not. And I always struggled with that. And when I, worked with pregnant people, I heard a lot of misinformation coming out of their mouths from their OBs. My OB says, don't touch my feet. Okay, where on your foot? What do you mean? Don't touch them too hard. How hard? How many pounds of pressure do you want me to use or not use? These very archaic ideas. So I remember setting out a campaign and I reached out to every OB in Los Angeles and was like, come get a free massage with me. I want you to meet me. I can quote you statistics. I can show you evidence-based reports. Also, you will know that I'm a normal person. I'm not trying to do anything
Right,
nefarious to your clients. Like
right.
it's a personal passion to have Western medicine and Eastern medicine working together and not being opposed because we're all working for the same people,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
I think that community precedes policy. If we're going to create new policy in this world and make better policies, we have to come together first. The
Mhm,
experts have to come together. We
mhm.
have to be louder than the people who are making legislation that is ignorant. It's just ignorant. It's just an absence of knowledge
Yeah.
of real evidence. And if you just have five people to refer to that you know personally and that have been vetted,
Mhm.
that makes your value higher as well.
Absolutely.
Your patients trust you more. You know, we can access this information. So how do we use technology to collaborate and
Mhm.
help kind of those people in the care desert pockets?
Yes.
Thankfully for virtual work, right? For
Mhm.
people who are in more rural areas and don't have access
Yeah.
to maybe a pelvic floor PT in LA or New York or San
Mhm.
Francisco, some of these major cities. So
Mhm.
I'm very passionate about connecting everyone so that we can connect people to the best provider. People aren't making brands to like like
People aren't making brands to steal from you. They're
to
making
steal.
brands to
Yeah, it's
offer
not,
something to you.
I mean, there probably are some out there, but the brands that we have are not. We have some really great brands that we work with that absolutely coincide with being a practitioner.
Mhm.
It's very important to vet your brands and to make sure that we're having great brands. And this year we also added nonprofits. So
Mm.
super excited. We had a select few slots for nonprofits, and the nonprofits that we work with are so great. Everyone's so heart-centered in this work
Yeah.
that they really want everyone to get the best care. So we have a couple nonprofits that actually fund services for people if people
Amazing.
feel like these, services are out of their reach financially.
Mhm.
There are solutions.
Yeah.
And, I often use the tagline that we're rooted in real relationships
Yeah.
because we really are. That is why I'm so passionate about having in-person events.
Yeah.
Every time we have an in-person event, I hear these rich, amazing conversations between people. People
Mm.
realize they work with the same other practitioners and we all know each other. It's really like a small world. Once it
Yeah.
really takes a special person to work in this field.
Yeah.
It's indescribable, but
Mhm.
there is something really special about when everyone comes together.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
the mission is bigger than any individual person. We want engaged members We
Yeah.
want people who really want to find a community. We're not just a online directory where you just
Right.
list your name and pay your dues and then you never hear from us again.
Yeah. This is a new wave of support for you and your community. It is much more expansive than your than you might have otherwise experienced before. Hey there, thanks for joining the conversation at Health University, where we're committed to making ourselves just a little bit smarter about our whole health and our reproductive health. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so you don't miss a future episode. Leave a comment below, especially if there's a topic you want to learn about. We're happy to know and to include that in our episodes. And since 1 in 5 people are determined to be struggling with fertility, share this with 5 people. You're bound to help at least one change the course of their fertility struggles and help realize their dream of family. We value your time and we keep these recordings as succinct as possible. But if you want to listen to the full episode, just click below and the entire episode is there at your disposal. Once again, thanks for joining us at Health University.